Okay, so you said you have doubt from this question, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
okay. So here we are importing div style 1, div style 2 from module 2.js. Okay. So now div style 1.width is set to uh, 50 pixel, and div1 style is like it's given document.get element id div1 style div1 dot style, and this div1 dot style background color is div style 1 dot color. Div style 1 dot color we have red. Div1 style dot height is div style 2 dot height. So div style, like since we're importing from module 2, okay, so div style 2 dot height is given as 50 pixel. Now uh, this div style 1 dot width is 100 pixel, but this is getting overridden by this statement div1 style dot width 50 pixel. So the div1 style dot width will be 50 pixel. The color will be red. Height will be 50 pixel. So here, when they are asking, uh, assuming that, like whatever the question, like assuming that the index.html module 1.js, module 2.js kept inside the same directory, what will be the background color, height, and width? We will select red 50 pixel and 50 pixel because height we are taking from here and the color we are taking from here, but the width, as you see, width was given as 100, but it is getting overwritten by the statement, so it will be 50 pixel. Okay.
So, ma'am, if we import one file, I mean, in that question, they are importing what the variable.
One minute. What you're asking?
So in that, I mean, the first module one,
Yeah.
line number one, importing what? They are importing classes,
Uh,
objects.
yeah, the variable there, like the property, right? The variable, yes, the variable.
Those are objects.
Objects, right? These are
Yeah.
objects.
Then they can access. Okay.
Yeah. Any other question you have, Satya and Rajiv? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Sneha. You have any doubt in week 1 or week 2 practice or graded questions? Yeah. Any doubt you have, Sneha? Yeah, okay, no problem. Because this is a doubt related session only. So, in case of any doubt in week 1 or week 2 in graded or practice, you can say.
There's another session tomorrow from 4.
Yes, there's another session from 4 to 6. See, actually, we need to cover till week 4, and this session is mainly for doubt-related queries only. So, like, I've been instructed to take the doubts. So, yeah, if you have any doubts, you can tell.
So, ma'am, tomorrow you will take week 3 questions because tomorrow morning there is also one session. I think that
So,
will be taken by the instructor.
I
I think he will discuss week 3 tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see what he discusses. But because week 2 is like we just took one session. This is just the second one. Okay, week 2 is quite vast. So we'll go with week 2, week 1, and week 2, and we'll see what is discussed in the morning. But the week 2 is quite vast. So we'll cover week 2 first, and then yeah, we'll go with week 3 as well. But tomorrow also week 1 and week 2 will go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Sneha, you can go through the lectures and the instructor live sessions, okay, and do practice the PAs and GAs. They're very important. Okay, practice those and do the uh, activity related questions. So yeah, that will be the main thing is concept. You should have a very good concept in JavaScript before you go ahead with Vue.js. So if you do all these things, you follow sessions and do PAs and GAs, I think you'll do good in exam also.
Ma'am, will you discuss Proto? Because sir haven't yet.
I think there was one question of Proto, right? Graded assignment. Uh, there was one question of Proto, no? You're talking about 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, I'll just share the screen and I will talk about that graded question. That was of week 2. You can
There
see
is
the
one
screen,
question.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
right. Okay. So here it is given what will be the output of the program, of the following program. There's an object here, course, and another student. Here, destructuring, we see a course name. It is assigned to a student. Now, what happens here is when we see proto and the name of the object, the uh, the student object will be able to inherit all the what should I say, the properties of that particular, like of the parent object. So along with the properties of student, it will also have properties of course. So in that case, it is able to access the course name as well, the course name. And due to like destructuring, we will just, if you just put the console.log course name, we are able to access the value of this particular property. That's why it's given modern application development 2. Okay, so it's basically based on inheritance. Like inheritance, basic concept we all have, right? So it's about that. Any other questions? Madhu Sudan Pandya. Any questions you have from week one or week two? Practice or graded?
Ma'am, in this question, that seventh question, your screen is aware.
Seventh question. 1 minute.
Yeah, the question you just discussed.
Yeah. Tell me what you want to know from that question.
I didn't understand the last part of that, the code.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Destructuring.
Yeah. In destructuring, what happens is we are assigning the property. Due to destructuring, what happens is we will be able to access the property of that object, okay, as variables. Like usually what happens if it is 1 minute, I'll just share the screen once. You're able to view the screen now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so here what happens is that due to destructuring, we are able to access the properties of the object, okay, directly. Like we usually what we do, we have an object course, and if we write like course name, only then we'll be able to access the value, okay. But due to destructuring, we just write course, I mean it's equivalent to a variable now. We console.log course name and we are getting the value, we are able to access the value of that particular property.
The destructuring, ma'am, course name, we are assigning students.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll explain one more time. Here, what happens is when you see proto and the name of the object, we are actually inheriting the properties of that particular object. So what happens is we have access to the properties of those, I mean, of that object, of that parent object. These are the properties of the student object. Along with the properties of the student object, we have access to course name and course code also. So if you do student dot course name, you will be able to access this. However, here what happens is due to destructuring, we will be able to directly without writing the object, like object dot variable name or object dot property name. Instead of that, we are directly accessing the property of that parent object. The course name is a property of the course, right, which is actually a parent object. I mean, from this object, it is inheriting all the properties. The student object is inheriting all the properties from the course object. Yeah, Aman and Kanwal, do you have any doubt from week one and week two practice and graded questions?
Ma'am, I have an issue. Like the extension is not showing in my like that inspect.
Yeah, actually, week three has not started. Sir will be starting. Okay, so he'll be explaining everything. After that, we'll go ahead with the week three. So right now we are taking like week one and week two practice and graded questions. If you have any doubt in those, you can.
But ma'am, deadline is close. Like day after tomorrow is only the deadline, and it is expecting us to like know all the view concept, know much of the view concept because of that 2 hour lengthy uh, session.
Mhm.
And in
Okay.
that also, like ma'am, view two is used, but now like view three is there. there are many changes in them.
Okay, so the questions are in view 2, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
View 2. Okay, as of now, like I'll talk to sir. Okay, but as of now, I'm supposed to take the doubts only. Week 1 and week 2 graded and practice. I think tomorrow morning you have a session, right, with instructor. You have an instructor session tomorrow morning. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I was just
Yeah,
checking.
yeah,
It's at 9 a.m.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Open session.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Tell me.
Yeah, I have one more doubt for asynchronous functions.
Haha.
Like they get executed when the stack gets empty, no?
Correct. For like when you have, okay, I'll show you one. You have this is a there's a synchronous asynchronous question in graded also. I will explain that one. Okay, one moment.
I saw that video which was recommended by sir in the lectures. It showed a visual.
Yeah, basically when you have like set time out, okay, it is like asynchronous. So first it will allow the synchronous codes to be executed, and then only the asynchronous function will be executed.
But what if, ma'am, like there are many codes, like if like there is a page which is loading much more things in JavaScript and background, like some effects or anything. So the asynchronous functions will get very late, no? Or if they never get executed because synchronous functions keep on getting executed.
Yeah, first the synchronous functions will execute, and then the asynchronous functions will get executed.
If I have a for loop like showing an effect of showers in background of some div elements or anything, which is resizing them or repositioning them, it has like infinite interval, like it is getting keep on getting executed. So this will
I
like,
think that then there will be like you can put the clear interval in set timeout, right? So only then it will like stop executing.
but I don't want to like stop executing one this function because it is like an effect going in the background.
Okay.
So another asynchronous functions will never get executed because of this.
Um, See this exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly about this one. Okay, you can ask in search session tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Harishankar, Meena. You have any doubt from week 1 and week 2 graded or practice assignment questions? Yeah, basically it's a doubt clearing session for week 1 and week 2. We are going with week 1 and week 2 right now. So if any doubt in graded or practice assignment, you can go ahead.
Excuse me, ma'am. Uh,
Yeah, Sneha, tell me.
Ma'am, could you kindly answer the question I wrote in the chat?
Which coding part are you talking? So you need to follow the lectures. I mean, the instructor sessions. Okay, there I think sir goes in details about some of the concepts which are quite important. So and you need to code with sir. You are having Visual Studio Code, right? It's installed, so you can
Yes,
work.
ma'am.
You can work along with sir, or you can follow the, in case you are not attending the session, you can follow, and you can code along and see what are the errors, or like what are the uh, answers, or when you do console.log what answer is coming, else, and you can, like, if you have any questions, you can ask at that time. So you need to practice coding also. Okay, so along with the sessions, you can just practice yourself. Yeah, who joined just now? Deepam. Deepam, you have any question from week 1 and week 2 graded or practice assignment? Yes, Aman.
Ma'am, I have a question for like variable redeclaration.
Variable declaration.
Redeclaration.
Redeclaration.
Yeah, like I saw on a website W3 schools. On it, like it showed for VAR, that global data type of variable.
Yeah, var is the global data type of the
Uh,
variable.
it
Yes.
showed like it is acceptable to redeclare it. JavaScript does not throws an error for redeclaring it, but for constant let it does not allows. Uh,
Yes, that's right. Constant let will not allow. Um, I mean, let you can redeclare, I think, but const will not allow. So you have like one question also in graded. I think in graded one, where it's given like const. You're trying to like reassign some value to that object using const keyword, and so there's one question like that. So yeah, when you're using a variable using the const keyword, you cannot use it. Like, you cannot reassign it. Okay, but yeah, with where you can, and with let also it allows. With let keyword also, I think you can allow. I mean, you can reassign.
but ma'am, whenever we redeclare anything, like it stores as a fresh variable, no? So the older values should be like gone from it.
Uh,
But when I tried this code, uh, the name variable keeps the same value as John, even after redeclaring
yeah,
it.
you are using. Okay, what did you say? Where name is John.
And then where name is redeclared without any value, and then we are consoling it.
Okay, so
And it
what did you
John,
get here?
John.
So you are not assigning any values. That's why it is giving. I mean, if you assign any value only, then the value will change. No,
But
you're
this is what like I am asking. If we assume that a war name John is stored in a memory location with the value John, then one another variable war name, it has same name but it has nothing of its value. So this will be get stored in some another memory location. Like
see, as far as I understand from this code here, it is like reassigning is possible in like in variable using the var keyword. So here you are assigning the value John, but then in the second line you're not assigning any value, so the value is of John is only stored in the name variable. That's why when you're doing console.log, it is showing John as the value.
there I do not understand the logic of like stack and heap in this concept.
uh,
Only where variable is allowed to. Like how is it getting stored different from constant let?
okay, maybe then stack and heap you need to go in details about it, but thing is the general concept here is for var, let, and const we cannot reassign. Suppose it is var name is John, then you're doing var name is Robert. If you do console.log, it will I mean take the latest value. But with const, it will give error because you cannot reassign with the const keyword. But let will allow, and yeah, var and let you can use, but with const you cannot reassign values.
Okay.
Okay. So, Lee Johns and Srikanji, any doubt you have from week 1 or week 2 graded or practice? Uh,
Not week 1 and week 2.
because this is doubt related session for week 1 and week 2 right now we are going, because week 2 is quite vast, so we have kept it for quite some time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any doubt any of you all have from week 1 or week 2 practice or graded, you can inform. You can go ahead.
Ma'am, have you discussed the week 2 programming assignment or in any other session?
I think lab assignment you're talking about.
No, this programming graded assignment, that cafe management,
Cafe management. It is in week 2.
week 2, yeah.
I think that 1 minute. No, I'll be discussing only practice and graded questions, because we are like. So you have your first exam week, quiz 1 on 27th October, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hmm.
So, ma'am, the solution is also not provided there.
Solution, yeah, it will be provided.
Okay.
So deadline is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea about that. Okay, I'll talk to sir about it. I have no idea about it. Okay.
Yeah, like when I go in the solution tab, there is
Mhm.
this the same like code which is given in the question, but like the solution is
Okay, there is a solution tab available.
yeah,
Okay, maybe that will be discussed in the upcoming session.
but the solution is not there.
Solution is not there. I think it will be discussed in the upcoming session. Okay. So I'm here to discuss the practice and graded questions only till now, week 1 and week 2. Okay. Just now who joined? Anurag. Anurag, you joined just now? Or any one of you all, if you have any questions from week 1 and week 2, practice or
Yes,
graded?
ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. Yes.
Two things I would like to, in case of shorting, x dot short,
Uh-huh.
we use x dot short a and b, a minus b. If the example is there, -2, -4, -7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay. In the lecture itself, so how it is functioning, this short function.
Okay, you have. Can you tell me any graded or practice questions which, like?
Not it is in the lecture.
It is in the lecture.
It is in
Okay.
the lecture. Just how the short function works.
I think there is one.
In console.log.
In week 2, question 1 is also of sort, no?
Yeah, week 2. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There was one question of sort from week 2 also. 1 minute, I'll check that.
Yeah. In week 2, short.
Yes, one question is there. 1 minute. Okay, I'll just share the screen. You can see, right? So this is the first question graded assignment week 2. It says like which of the following shows the correct output if the program was like it's given 75, 55, 22, 5 console.log a.sort. Now it is going according to the first character of the elements. The Unicode value of 2 is smaller than the Unicode value of 5, and the Unicode value of 5 will be like it is smaller than 7. I think Unicode value of 2 is 50, 53, 5 is 53, and other I don't remember. So it's going according to the Unicode values, and because we're taking the first character of the elements, okay, 2 we are taking. You're able to hear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is in this way. The sorting takes place in this way. We are taking the Unicode values of the first character
The
of the element.
Unicode values we are taking, but
Yes.
suppose it
Mhm.
is 22. If it is minus 22, then
So
actually there should be a generic rule no, to sort.
wait a minute. Let me see what if it is minus 22. You're saying.
You just take, ma'am, the sorting of minus 2, minus 4, minus 7. Take the example this one, not that.
Okay, what you're telling? Minus 2,
2, minus 4, minus 7.
minus 4, minus 7.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 7.
Okay.
I want to know what internally sort is doing.
Okay, so it is saying minus 2 will come first, then minus 4, minus 7, then 5.
Okay. Now minus 4 is greater than minus 4 is greater than minus 22. Correct?
That is correct.
But minus 7 is less than minus 4, no?
Yeah, just one moment.
This is the thing I do not understand. Okay, how it is.
Actually, something about this thing was discussed in the, like Sir did kind of mention it in the live session, like regarding this minus issue.
Yeah, like
So,
minus is
it was-
opposite of.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like a lexicographic sorting actually. So the minus will come first, but then 2 is the smallest, right? So, like, regardless of what it is, the first, so it's as if you're looking it in a dictionary. So, because the first number is 2, that will come first. So, that is the least of all those negatives. So, that will come first. So, if you have 2 and 22, then that 2 will come first, and then 22 will come after that. So, it's similar to, so like he said, that it was a lexicographic sorting.
What do you mean by lexicographical? It means it.
Like similar to, like imagine you're looking it up in a dictionary. So like if you have 2, so
Okay.
like,
Okay.
like everything regarding 2 will come first. So 2, 222, all of those will come first. So it's that sort of sorting.
In case of negative numbers.
Yeah, regardless of what it is. So if you have negative numbers, the only difference is that the negatives will come before the positives. All the negatives will come before the positives. But within the negatives, it will have a lexicographic sorting. And in the positives, it will have its own lexicographic sorting. So even in that question, the graded assignment, like it is actually lexicographic sorting.
In case of
Yeah,
minus 4
correct.
and minus 7, minus 22, minus 4 and minus 7 means
4 will
minus
come
is
first.
coming first, and other digits are taking as lexicograph 2, 4, 7. Is it so?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, this is the thing when we are using 2 or 3 or 5 terms. Okay, when it is 100 terms, then we cannot compare it one by one. No? So there should be a function. And what function we should apply to get this? You got my point? 2 or 3 and 4 things we can compare, but if it is more numbers, then we cannot compare one by one. No? There should be a function which will decide whether it is first or whether it is second. How to sort that?
Would it mean like for the array, for the year reference?
This was my confusion. In case of more numbers.
Okay. I think the sort will still handle it, right? The sort, like if you're talking about the sort function, like it will still handle it regardless of.
Okay. Function will do itself. We do not need to understand how it is working. Is it so?
Yeah. It's just that we need to know that it is the
Okay.
manner in which the output will be given is in the sort. That's it.
Declaratively, we have to learn this sorting, right?
Sorry.
Declaratively, you have to remember this one. The short function will do lexicographic sorting like that, right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing, ma'am. One more thing.
Yes.
The destructuring, how it functions. Destructuring.
Okay, in destructuring, we can access the properties of the object directly. Like what happens is we have an object and we have the properties. So when we do console.log object dot that name, suppose A is a property of that object. Object dot A we get. Okay, so in destructuring we will write console.log A and we can directly access the value of that property.
Okay. Okay. Value of that property means suppose we let
There's some question of destructuring.
Yeah.
Tell what
Let x is equal to 1 to 3.
Wait.
Equal to 1 to 3.
I mean, any graded question of
No.
There is, I think, yeah, there is one. Yeah, there is just now some person asked also. Yeah. In graded 2, see, graded 2. I will just discuss that question over there. 1 minute. Okay, you can see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here what happens is we have an object here. We have an object course and object student. Now when proto is given and the course, I mean the object name is given, we are inheriting the properties of that object to this child object.
Proto is the property. Proto is the property.
When we see proto, we are able to inherit the properties
Of the course.
Of the parent object. The object name is course.
Course,
okay.
Correct.
Now here const course name. The course name course name is a property of course. Okay. So what happens is usually what happens, object dot course name should give the value, but here this course name is a property of student now. So due to object due to destructuring, what happens is we are directly able to, when we write console.log course name, we are directly able to access the property or the value of that particular property. You see, when we do console.log course name, we are able to access the value.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so anyone of y'all have any other doubts from the practice or graded week 1 and week 2? You can go ahead.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hello? Yeah. You tell me, Lee Jones.
Yeah. So I don't know if I might be making a silly mistake, but um, I'm not really sure what my mistake is. So in the first graded assignment, um, we were talking about like there's a question on objects with the arrow function.
Week 1
Uh,
graded. You're talking
yeah,
about week 1 graded, right?
yeah, that one.
Which graded question? Which one are
It's
you talking?
the sixth one.
Sixth one. Okay, yeah, yeah. Tell me.
Um, so why is so the answer that is given by the prompt is loaded, but like I don't understand how we make it loaded.
Yeah. Here, mm, 1 minute.
Ma'am, when we will discuss week 3?
This week is week 1 and week 2. So maybe next week, week 3, we'll go ahead with week 3.
But the assignment will be closing
Yeah.
on Sunday now.
Yeah. So
And
it's
how
for
to?
practice and graded questions we take in the doubt session. So you have one more session tomorrow morning, right?
Okay, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening.
No, tomorrow. No,
Yeah,
instructor
morning.
session I was talking
Yeah,
about.
morning is there, correct. Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, yeah,
So,
leave 1 minute.
should I leave today?
Yes, you may leave, no problem.
Okay,
Leave 1 minute. I'll just share the screen, okay?
okay.
You can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here what happens is we have an object, and change name is it's basically it's an arrow function. And as we see, if you have followed the instructor sessions also, arrow functions do not have their own this. So
Oh,
in this
okay.
case, object or change name Mohit, this it will not take uh,
Yeah,
this. Okay, so that's why object or name, it will take the property of that object only. That's why it is Rohit.
okay, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now I remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
And excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, Lee, tell me.
Um, Set timeouts will always have the least precedence, right? Like because like even if it is set timeout of zero, um, because of the event loop and the stacking that we have, the task queue and stuff that we have. So if we have set timeout within scripts in a document, it will it will basically work only after the whole page has been rendered, right?
Correct, correct, yes. Only after the execution of the synchronous codes, the set timeout, or since it is an asynchronous function, so that will be executed at the last, yeah, after like all the synchronous codes have been executed.
I don't have any other doubts. And I have another class coming up right now, so I can
Yeah,
leave, right?
sure, sure, no problem. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Satya. Yeah, hi Sharon. You have any question from practice or graded from week 1 or week 2?
Oh my God. Okay, I thought the TA didn't join. Sorry. Okay, let me check. Let me check. I thought I was late. Let me just check once. Actually, if you can clear up the window object kind of thing. I was having that issue. If you can just do that. Apart from that, let me just see if I have any.
Is it related to any graded question like week 2?
No. It's not related to any graded question. But let me find that exact question. Okay, I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
remember
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly, it is in week 2 or week 3 or week 1.
I
But I have
think it's
seen
week,
something.
maybe week. Okay, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You can just
Week
check and
2,
tell.
yeah. It's probably week 2. But let me check once. Week 2. Where is it? Was somewhat. Do you remember one question was there? I can't find it in the practice assignments. Do you remember that question where we had the main function? I mean, a normal function, and under that we had an arrow function.
Okay, just one moment. Let me check that.
Also, one more question I have from week 4. That's fine. It's activity week 4, if that's fine.
Week 4. We are going with week
Yeah.
1 and week 2 right now.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Since no one's here, so I just asked if that's fine. If I ask one question only. Okay. Okay, I actually found the question. It's actually graded 1. Graded
It's
assignment 1,
graded
whose
one.
deadline is
Oh,
passed. Yes, whose deadline
okay,
is
great.
passed. It's a graded 1, question 7.
Okay, I'll just share the screen.
Yeah, sure.
Graded one, question number
Question 7, actually.
7. No? Okay, yeah. So here we have the object, the properties Rohit, then we have arrow function is null. We have a normal function, and within that we have this arrow function. Now, yeah, they say that arrow function do not have this of their own. They take this from the global context. But here, what happens is it is within a normal function. So it will take. I mean, this will depend on the enclosing context of the. I mean, it is within the normal function. So when we are uh, this normal function, we know is it depends on the object that is calling. Since this will depend on the object that is calling, this will be of same. It will have the context of the normal function only. So if we do object dot arrow function, it will I mean. Give the property of the object. Object dot name will be Rohit here. Or sorry,
So,
yeah, that name, this dot name. So this will
uh,
be referring to object.
hmm,
Yeah.
okay. So the question is, I mean, here, my question is, let's say the normal function is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say the normal function is not there. We just have object, I mean, obj equals, we have name, we have arrow function as null, and then we have this dot arrow function. Let's say that arrow function we have over there. So in that case, what should be my output? Let's say the normal function, I mean, the indentation or whatever, not indentation, it's like
Now
I'm
you want to
pulling the
say,
this dot arrow function out of
yeah.
the
So you say
normal
that
function.
normal function is
Mhm.
different, arrow function is different. So in
Yes,
that case,
yes.
yeah, it will not like access. I mean, it will not have this. It will not refer to the object, and it will refer to the window object. And since there is no property that is defined, it will it's supposed to give as wait, let me see uh, what it gives. Just one moment. So it is supposed to give undefined. Okay,
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
one moment. I'll check and see what it gives. So, like, can you type the question in the? I mean, what type of code you're looking for? Can you type it in the chat box?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. I was actually trying to type it
Okay.
in the meantime. Actually, I made a mistake in the object I created let, so it has to be the colon. So I just I rewrote the code, so you can check the chat box.
I'm mute. I forgot. Sorry, I was talking and then I realized I'm on mute. So,
Mm-hmm.
so when I'm trying to work on the
Mm-hmm.
code that you gave, I think because arrow function is it's given as null, and then we are trying to
Just remove the normal function. Just remove the line 357. I mean that just comment out that line and try again.
mhm,
I guess
okay.
then just try to do the node thing. I guess this would work. I'm not sure, but maybe that function is undefined, right? So that's why maybe the error you're getting.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're not using the Node.js. You're using the console.
Yeah, I'm not using Node.js.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not giving anything. It's not giving any output.
Okay.
So I think because like it is initialized to null, maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
Could be. Okay. So in that case, let's say the line is not there. I mean, let's say the arrow function is not defined twice. Let's say it's only like const object, then we have name and the arrow function, which is the arrow, actually the arrow function, not the arrow function equals null. Let's say line,
Okay,
that
I'll
line is not
comment.
there. Let's say,
I'll
huh.
comment
So
out.
in this case again, it doesn't have a this, right?
Yeah, still it is not giving out. Yes,
So that okay. So that
we
means
are
it
we are
still.
trying to do with
Hmm.
okay. We're trying to access with object.
Hmm.
Let me see if
So this is exactly the question comes from my side. Like, what is actually happening in that scenario? It's pretty confusing sometimes.
okay. Right, sorry, I also don't know the answer to this question. Okay, I'll ask sir, and I will confirm you in
Huh.
the next session. Then
Okay. Okay.
I'm
No
not
problem.
sure
No
what's
problem. No
happening.
problem.
Okay.
Hmm.
Any other
Okay.
question you have in GAPA week one and week
Uh
two?
week one and week two. I need to check week two. Week one, I only had that conceptual thing which was happening there. I mean, for that particular arrow function, because there is a window object thing you just said right a while ago, that it tries to access the window object. So I
Yes,
had that issue there. So
but
okay.
I see that still it is not giving any output. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, uh, because I think there is no name property in the global
Mm-hmm.
context, so maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
why it's not able to access anything. So, however,
Uh-huh.
I will confirm and I will tell after that.
Okay.
Maybe next
No
session
problem.
we can come.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Apart from that, I need to check if week two was pretty straightforward. There wasn't heavily complex, heavily complicated question or whatever. But okay, one more thing in there where we had the set timeout. I don't remember exactly which question was it. I guess set interval we had,
Huh?
but I remember one question we had a set timeout.
Okay.
So I just want to know how the call stack thing is. Yes, I remember that now. The question, it was a graded 8. Sorry, not graded 8, graded 2, question 8. So there was a set timeout
Okay.
function there. So you can check. There was a set timeout function, and under that set timeout, we had an arrow function,
Okay.
which
Okay.
was which was clearing the interval, which was in set in the code above. I mean, previously in that code, which
Okay.
was set up there. So that interval was getting created there, and in the below
Oh.
part, we are creating a set timeout, and within that set timeout, whenever that is called, there was an arrow function which was actually clearing that particular interval with that
Oh.
particular variable name, something like that. So
Yeah.
my question is how that call stack is working, because we have that task queue, right? We have a task queue,
Okay.
and whenever a task is getting into the call stack, until and unless that stack is getting cleared, the next task is not coming from that task queue, right? That's the main scenario.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So in that case, if the asynchrony is there, then how does it work?
Uh,
Um,
okay. Okay. Just one moment. Just one moment. I'll
hmm,
just share the
hmm.
screen. Okay.
Okay.
So you're talking about graded
Hmm.
to question number 8, right?
Yes.
Graded.
If you see, there is a question. We have index.html and script.js.
Uh, Graded to question number 8. Just one moment. Yes, there is index.html and
HTML, yes,
script.html.
this one, yes, this script.js. If you see, in the bottom part, we have set timeout.
Mhm.
We are creating an arrow function within the set timeout.
Yeah, so here what happens is this set interval, I mean the callback function inside the set interval,
Hmm.
it will
Hmm.
run like every 1000 millisecond or every 1 second, and
Hmm.
every 1 second the height will be incremented by 50 pixel. Now
Hmm.
here the set, I mean here this will run every 1 second, and it
Hmm.
will run for 10,050. I mean there's clear interval that's called back inside the set
Ha,
timeout. So
ha,
after
ha, ha.
10 second it will stop running. So till 10 second it will the height and width will keep on incrementing. So
Hmm.
10 times 50, that will
So it's like
be
500.
500. So
Okay.
thing is that question it is given. Where is the question? The question it is given. What will be the height of the HTML element after having ID div1 after 20 seconds? Now this
Hmm.
will run till 10 seconds. I mean this loop will run for 10 seconds only
Hmm.
because of the clear interval. Even after
Hmm.
20
Hmm.
seconds, it will remain
Hmm.
constant. It will remain. I mean the height and width. It will
500
remain.
pixels.
Yeah, 500 pixel only. It will remain. So that's
Okay.
why.
Yeah. See, that is fine. That is fine. Totally understood. I mean, that's fine. But my question is how this asynchronity is working. I mean, let's say we are calling that particular interval, and after that, let's say in the meantime, the clear interval is for 1 second or 0 second, let's say, then how would it work? Something like that. So let's say you're printing something with an interval of 1 second, but you're just clearing the interval and giving 0 seconds. So what would happen? Something like that. I'm asking because this asynchronity is kind of a weird situation. In this case, the code is running. It's running from top to bottom, right? But in JavaScript, we have this asynchronity. Like some function gets stopped and something other runs in the meantime, and then you said callback. So the callback happens and it
Yeah.
just gets executed, right? Something like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So in such case, what would happen?
See, here as per like what we have gone through, like here first the synchronous codes run, and then at the end only the set timeout will be executed. So
Hmm.
once it is executed, there will not be any I mean, the loop will not run anymore.
Ah, okay. Okay, so once it's so okay, so the after the execution you're saying, so that means since it started executing, it would execute fully, and
Yeah,
then
yes. The
anything else.
synchronous, yes.
Okay.
After the synchronous codes, it will at the end only it will set timeout will execute, and there will no loop will be running.
Ah, okay. Something like that. Okay. Understood. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Arshad, you have any question from week 1 or week 2 practice or graded?
Is this a doubt session?
That's right. It is a doubt session.
Okay, I joined right now. I seen that it was showing in the calendar that this belongs to the TS session.
Yeah, basically it is a doubt clearing session, and right now we are going with week 1 and week 2 because week 2 is quite
Okay,
fast. So if
okay,
you have any doubt in week 1 or week 2 practice or graded, you can go ahead.
okay. So right now I don't have any doubt. So is this session on regular basis, like or in a
No, this is Friday 5 to 7, Saturday 4 to 6.
okay
And
Saturday 4 to
tomorrow we
6?
have like there's mat 2 instructor session as well in the morning.
Okay, okay. Then now right now I have no any doubt. Actually, I have not completed. I'm not completed week 2 right now. So if I have doubt, then I will join tomorrow.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just one last question from my side. I mean,
Yeah, yes.
it's not related to week 1 or week 2. I just want to ask, since you're the TS, so you have passed this course. I just want to ask how to actually, study this subject because JavaScript is very dry.
Yeah,
It's very
I
dry.
think yeah, it's like you need to practice whatever the instructor sessions you can. They always discuss the main concepts apart from
Mhm,
the lectures. So you can just along with them you can code, and if you get any errors or any doubts, you can ask in
mhm,
sessions or in discourse. So I
mhm.
think coding is very important. Like you need to code and see, because in exam the concept is only something they're going to judge. So yeah, we need to practice.
So in quizzes, since I haven't gone through any PYQs yet, I mean, sorry, PTQs, I should say,
Mhm.
just to check the pattern or something. So that's why I'm asking you right now. I mean, what are the main things that they focus on? Because in Mad 1, I remember, or even in DBMS, all the questions were based on codes. So they give a snippet, then they ask
Yes,
like,
yes. The general
okay,
pattern is that only they give snippet, and what will be this, what will be that, options
okay,
need to
okay,
yes, MCQs.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
sometimes
That's the main scenario.
strictly, yeah.
All right.
So you need
Mm-hmm.
to be thorough with the concept. It won't be a problem if you
Okay.
like practice.
All right. Gotcha. Also, thank you for clearing the doubt. I would
Yeah,
just
yeah.
drop off now.
Sure.
Also,
Sure.
I guess you're a Bengali, so
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Shubho Navami. So that's all.
Yeah, you don't know me.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye. Yeah, hi Vivek. You have any doubt from week 1 and week 2 graded or practice assignment questions? Yeah, Vivek, you have any doubt in graded or practice from week 1 or week 2?
Actually, ma'am, I did not. No, ma'am, I have no any doubt, ma'am. This
Yeah,
is
okay.
only doubt session.
Yes, yes, perfect. This is doubt session only. So if you have any doubt, you can join. Okay.
Okay.